Hey everybody, good afternoon. It's Friday. It is time to review the CBSI Hot 10 list for the week. This is Justice for Comics. I'm going to be reviewing the list, giving you my thoughts and opinions on the books that seem to be kind of hot or in discussion quite a bit this week. So we've got one from last week that's on there, a couple that have been on the list before recently. So yeah, let's dive into it here. Let me zoom in a tad. And let's start off with the honorable mentions. First off, we have Target Comics number 6 from 1948. Again, another L.B. Cole cover. He's been mentioned quite a bit in the last year or two. He passed away a long time ago. He kind of had a unique style. Did a lot of these Golden Age books. He did some horror books. He did some mystery books. Just different types of genre. Ben writes, at first glance, I thought someone was being burned alive, which would have been insanely risque by today's standards. Closer look revealed a different demise. It says, Promise Collection 9.2 sold this week for $6,600. The last sale was a 2.0 last year for $26. Wow. So that must be a pretty rare book. I mean, man, someone stole that book last year. $26. It costs $30 to grade a book, doesn't it? How did that book sell for $26 last year? The person lost money selling it. That's crazy. Anyways, that book is $6,600. That's a pretty good price. It's an LB Cole cover. Pretty cool. I'm not into that genre of comic books, but I know a lot of people are, so take note of that. Another one is Invincible Iron Man number 3. This is back from 2016, the Chris Anka 1 in 25 variant. Looks like it's approaching about $300 in raw condition. It says, do not forget about Riri. All this hype for all these other characters, I still think she has the most potential for superstardom. Yep, I have Invincible Iron Man, what is it, number 8 or 9? I think it's 9. 9 is the one, I have the variant cover too, which is super crazy expensive now. Total luck that I even got that, but yeah, that book is outrageous. I haven't looked at to see what the price is in a long time, but that book is crazy expensive, very hard to find. And one of those books I probably should get graded at some point. So it's on my to-do list, right? All right, number 10 this week is Star Wars Crimson Reign number 1. This is the Walmart variant. It's kind of a cool cover. I dig it. I like it. I don't think it's as good as the Raza cover, the B cover from Raza, but it's got a nice design to it. You got Darth Vader and the Emperor in the background. It says $15 to $20, and the 3-pack is going for $45. Ben says, this one is lame to me. The only difference is the lack of a barcode and white lettering instead of yellow. This is not rare. Remember, 3,500 Walmart Supercenter stores in the country, and a lot of these stores get multiples of these packs. So yeah, the print run's probably 10 to 20,000 at least, maybe more than that. So I agree with that. It's not going to be that rare, but somebody will pay you $45 for it on eBay. So when you're at Walmart this weekend with your wife and kids, just maybe breeze by and see if they have this in the comic book aisle next to the Pokemon cards. At my Walmart, there's one tiny little display next to the Pokemon cards, and there's usually nothing ever of any interest in that stack. So I doubt I'll see this at my local Walmart, but maybe you have Walmarts that, near you that will have that. So you may want to take a look. Number 9 on the list is Archie number 601, going for $20. There is that Cad Bane guy again. This time in an attached ad inside the book. Why was he in an Archie book? So an ad that shows that character is in the book, and all of a sudden this book's $20. Yeah, that seems like a ridiculous reason to buy that book, but whatever. Hey, it's your money. Go spend it the way you want. That's not something I would do, but well, whatever. Number 8 is Nocterra number 7. This is the Ryan Stegman 1 per store variant. It's a cool cover. I like the cover a lot. Love the design of it. Stegman did a nice job on that cover. It's going for over $50. Ben says this is a cover play only if it appears other than this issue does start a new story arc, but that usually doesn't play into long term. He does like Ben says, I do like the cover a lot and think that Stegman is underrated. Yeah, I agree. It's a good cover. Is it worth $50? I don't know. 1 per store. How many stores are there in the United States? Print run's not that low on it, but yeah. If you're into collecting Nocterra, that might be a good one for you to chase. Number 7 is the Mary Jane and Black Cat Beyond number 1, the Adam Hughes 1 in 50 variant. Up another 50% from last week, selling for around $175 or more. Ben says it truly isn't shocking anymore when brand new books approach or exceed the $200 mark. Yeah, these days that seems correct, especially for 1 in 50 ratio. Doesn't shock me that much, but it's Adam Hughes. A lot of people collect Hughes, and this is one of those covers that will probably be iconic down the road as well. So you're going to have a lot of people look for that, especially in high grade. Don't be surprised when you start seeing this show up on eBay in graded form. I think that's coming. Number 6 is Amazing Spider-Man 637. This is the Grim Hunt, Kraven the Hunter storyline. But the reason this book is hot is it's the first appearance of the new Madam Web. Not the original, but I guess there's a new one. I think her name is, Julia Carpenter. The younger version of Madam Web. So that's likely to be who Dakota Johnson, the girl from 50 Shades of Grey, that's kind of what I know her from. Not that I really remember seeing that movie. Selling between $30 and $40. I checked eBay, more like $100. There's a couple listings around $50, but they're in like 7 point. They're not high grade. They're not even near mint. So yeah, if you want this in near mint condition, you're looking at probably $100 book right now. I don't know if that's worth spending $100 on. I mean, that could be a book that you might find at your local comic book shop. I already made a phone call to a couple shops near me to see if they have it. So far, no luck, but that might be one to hunt for. I'm sure Manny the comic collector will find that at his local shop. He seems to find strange stuff all the time, just sitting in dollar bins, $3 or $4 bins, that kind of thing. So I'm sure he'll find this. But this is one that, Ben says, I struggle to see how this character could carry as a solo film. I kind of agree with that. It'd make more sense if that was a character in a Spider-Man movie, villain or whatever. Yeah, I don't understand why they would make a standalone movie with that character. It doesn't quite make sense to me. But number 5 is Amazing Spider-Man number 210. This is the first appearance of the original Madam Web. I've got the 2 copies of this book. I have a newsstand and a direct edition. Both are in very high grade. I'm willing to say my copies are 9.6 or better. I think one of them, my newsstand edition, it might be a 9.8. So if you think about it, a 9.6 newsstand just sold for $950. I don't know, what would a 9.8 go for? Jeez. Way over $1,000, I'm sure. Probably a couple grand at least. 7.0 sold for $240. It says there's dozens of raw sales. I don't hate the character. This just seems off to me. It's a cool cover. I love the cover. I think it's one of the better Amazing Spider-Man covers, especially from that era. It's a fantastic cover. This book's always going to be popular, I think, because of the cover. It's just a really, really cool cover. Madam Web is just one of those villains that they'll just keep reviving at some point. You'll always see her in a Spider-Man book. So it's just one of those iconic images, iconic covers, and Denny O'Neil writing, John Romita doing the artwork. Yeah, I could see why the book's going to be hot for a while. I don't see it slowing down anytime soon. And if you, obviously, when the trailer drops, you'll see another bump on this book. Along with, of course, Amazing Spider-Man 637. That should be a hot one as well. There is another cover, by the way, to Amazing Spider-Man 637. I think that's the B cover by Copiel, I believe. There is a cover as well. I can't remember who did the A cover, but yeah, the B cover is pretty cool. I like that B cover a lot. Number 4 is Daredevil, Woman Without Fear, number 2. This is the Fornes 1-in-25 variant. Yeah, it's definitely a throwback cover to the 1980s. I remember collecting that Daredevil storyline with Nuke. It totally reminds me of that with the yellow and red cover. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the cover. I wish I had picked it up when it was on pre-order. Probably could have got this easily for $25. Now selling $80 to $90. No first appearance in here. Just a cool cover. Maybe in a few months the price will drop. I'd like to pick that up eventually if I could get a really good deal on it. If I could get it for $30 to $40, I would pick it up. But that's probably not going to be for a while. It's still pretty high priced right now. Number 3 is Black Panther. Number 3, the Turin Clark 1-in-25 cover. I've got this book right here. There it is. I was lucky enough to get a copy, especially for the price I paid. I only paid $33. This book there was a couple sales north of $600 this past week. But right now the price is settling around $5 to $5.50. If you want to do a buy it now, that's the price range right now. And a buy it now is $5 to $5.50. So maybe the price will go a little lower on an auction. You know, who knows? But it's definitely a hot book, and I don't see this book dropping in price anytime soon. Maybe they have big plans for this character, Tosin or Tosin, however you pronounce it. I think it's Tosin. Maybe they have big plans for him. Maybe he's going to be the new Pink Panther. It's going to be the new Pink Panther. The new Black Panther. Oh, God. That just slipped out of my brain. So he might be the new Black Panther. Maybe it's going to be Shuri. I think there's some controversy there. Who's it going to be? But for now, this is definitely the hottest book in the comic book market, bar none. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. So I'm happy I've got it. I mean, it's pretty nice. Nice to have that one. All right. Number 2 on the list is Darth Maul, number 3. I have that one as well, by the way. My copy is very high grade, probably a 9.8 if I had to guess. So that is the first cover appearance of the gentleman right there, the Clint Eastwood looking character, Cad Bane. He shows up in the most recent episode of Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett. And of course, this Darth Maul series is super hot. I had this for sale once on eBay for like $25 for the entire set, 1 through 6 or whatever it was. Man, I'm glad it didn't sell. It's a super hot book now, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down. Very happy to have that in the collection. So it's going for $80 raw. 9/8s are selling for about $300. Again, just first cover appearance. Ben says, first cover appearance again. He seems to be irritated by that. First cover appearance again. When it's back-to-back issues in a series, which do you care more about? The second printing of this looks amazing. So there is a second print of number 3 as well. That might be worth checking out if you like to collect the second prints. But number 1 on the list is Darth Maul, number 2. Cool cover. I believe that cover is by Alburquerque. Rafael Alburquerque, I believe it is. Just a really cool cover. $200 raw right now. 9/8s will set you back about $800 to $900. First appearance of Cad Bane. Says, could Cad Bane carry his own title, or are we just jumping from thing to thing? It does appear as though we're just jumping from spec to spec. There it is. I have a copy. Nice high-grade copy, probably a 9.8. Bought that for cover price when it came out back in the day. I like Darth Maul. That was one of the reasons I picked it up. I always thought Darth Maul was a cool character from the Star Wars universe. And it was a good series. I remember reading it, loved it. Glad I kept it in my collection. So that's it, guys. There is your Hot 10 list. Real quick, I will mention giving my good friend Jim's Comics a plug. Many of you know him. He posted on Instagram, Avengers number 53, coming out next Wednesday, February 9th. This is the first Red Panther, or at least a Black Panther that's in a red costume. So I don't know how it's going to be viewed, but there you go. There's the image, the internal panel image of the Black Panther wearing a red costume. So that is getting everybody excited. I looked online. All the online stores show it's sold out. Midtown, all the big shops. The A cover is definitely gone. No copies for sale on eBay right now. There were a couple sales earlier today in the $25 to $30 range. So yeah, guys, this could be a $40 to $50 book easily next week. Avengers number 53. So my advice is tonight, tomorrow morning, contact your local comic book shop. See if you can secure a copy for cover price. Hopefully you can, but pre-orders are closed out on this. So what the shops ordered is what they get. So of course it will be first come, first serve. If hopefully you have a relationship with the owner of the comic book shop, that would probably help you. Hopefully you don't have a shop owner that jacks the price up, not selling it for cover price, but instead selling it for whatever it's going for on eBay. I know there are shops out there that do that. I would not give them any of my business. Shop owner can do whatever they want. They want to price things to the market. That's certainly the prerogative, but it's also the prerogative of the customer not to engage with that type of practice. So I'm on the side of not engaging with people that jack up prices on a book that's supposed to be selling at a retail level at $3.99. So I called a couple shops. I got 2 copies secured, and I had 1 on my pull list from Midtown. So I'm hoping to have at least 3 or 4 copies of this book. A covers only. There is the Swaby Black History Month cover. That one is for sale on eBay, around $25. There is also a B cover and a C cover. So I think there's 4 different covers. So good luck. I don't know. I think the A cover is the one to go for. A covers tend to do the best over time, especially if you're thinking long term. I think the A cover is the one to look for, so that's what I would do. All right, guys, hope you have a great rest of the week and the weekend. I'll see you guys next week. Oh, by the way, a plug. I am going to be on Immortal Biggie Shack's show tonight. I think he's going to be having that around 8:30, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I will pop in as a special guest. I don't think I'll be on it the whole time. He's going to have a panel of other YouTube channel people, but I'm probably just going to show up, give him my little spec speech, and move on. So this might be one I'm going to talk about tonight for next week. So hope everyone has a great Friday. I'll see you soon.